We're back again tonight, still studying the Word of God, still trying to get greater understanding of what the Word says, and laying a foundation, because when you look at Genesis, everything else in the Bible comes back to the foundation itself. When you study this place called Hebron, where Abraham purchased land to bury Sarah, this land and this particular place is referenced throughout the Word of God. But Abraham in Genesis 23 and verse 4 said, "I am an alien and a stranger among you. Sell me some property for a burial site here so I can bury my dead." And like we said yesterday, this conversation took place most likely at the city gate, where all the people gathered. It was the public square. It's where everybody came to see who came in and who left, to say hello to everybody. It was a place where business transactions were done. It was a place where hearings and judgments were given. It was a very public place where courts and even punishment occurred to the people. These gates were also the place of power and authority at that time. And it was a place where you were either allowed in or you were kept out. So it was a very public place. And here at this particular place, Abraham chooses to put forth his request to the people of that area, to the Hittites. And you understand that Abraham, he was an alien. He was there and he didn't own any property. And here he was urgently looking for some land where to bury his wife. He even told the people there, he said, "I am a stranger. I am an alien. I'm a sojourner here." And that he didn't intend to stay. Now, shouldn't we be that way? Shouldn't we look at this world that we're living in right now as a pilgrim, as a sojourner, as a stranger? Folks, this earth right now in the current condition that it's in the sin-filled condition that this earth is in, it is not my home. The Lord has saved me, and now we've got a heavenly home that's waiting for us all. So we shouldn't be so attached to this world. We should be actually looking forward to that homecoming that the Lord will bring us one day. I know that even though we may be rich and famous and powerful, I know that even though we may have a lot of possessions on this earth, it's all going to pass away. But only what we take with us into eternity is what we give away here on earth. Abraham told the people there, he said, "Sell me some property. Sell me a burial place so I can bury my dead." And listen to what the Hittites told Abraham. The Hittites replied to Abraham, "Sir, listen to us. You are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in our choicest tombs. None of us will refuse you. None of us will refuse you his tomb to bury your dead." Then Abraham rose and bowed down before the people of the land. And he said to them, "If you are willing to let me bury my dead, then listen to me. Intercede with Ephron, the son of Zohar, on my behalf. So he will sell me the cave at Machpelah, which belongs to him and is at the end of this field. Ask him to sell it to me for full price as a burial site among you." I want you to look at the progression of what Abraham was doing. First of all, he humbled himself. He humbled himself, even though he was a stranger and a pilgrim in this land, even though he was probably one of the richest, most powerful people around there at the time, even though he was well known as a warrior prince who defeated the 4 kings and took back everything for that whole region just a few years earlier. Even though that reputation preceded him, this great man Abraham, he humbled himself. He shared his need with the people. He basically honestly and openly said, "This is my situation and this is what I need to meet my problem." And they wanted to help solve his problem. They were willing to help solve him. Just take any of our graves. Take any of our burial places. You're such a great man, it would be an honor for you to choose mine as a place to bury your wife. Then Abraham, he bowed down before them. He humbled himself before them. He bowed down several times before them. And what he was doing was showing respect. And there was a tradition there in the Middle East at that time. The lower you go when you bow, the more respect you have for the people around us. Folks, I think we need to maintain our respect for the people around us, because every one of us are children of God.